Actually, retardation and acceleration are same, but there is a little difference. Retardation comes under acceleration. How? What is acceleration? Rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Rate of change of velocity. I told this in previous class also. Rate of change of velocity, and I gave you example also. I want to repeat a little because it will be helpful to understand retardation. Just like this, if a body comes under the action of constant force, if constant force is acting on the body, constant force, then what is seen, every second its velocity goes on increasing. Just for example, at first it was at rest 0 meter per second, but at the end of 1 second it may be 2 meter per second, at the end of another 1 second maybe 4 meter per second, another 1 second maybe 6 meter per second, and so on. Every second, if velocity goes on increasing, certainly increases, but these values are just the assumed value. But when a constant force is acting on a body, velocity goes on increasing in this body, and due to which the acceleration produces. And it was represented by, in previous class, it was represented by a formula v minus u by t. V represents final velocity, U represents initial velocity, and T represents time to gain that much velocity from initial to final. Now, the change of velocity in 1 second time or 1 unit time is taken as acceleration. But what is the difference between this retardation and acceleration? If force is applied on the body, moving body, from opposite direction, not in the direction of motion, body is moving in this direction, but force is acting in the opposite direction, then what is seen? First, its velocity may be like 6 meter per second. When force is a constant force is applied on it, then its velocity goes on decreasing. Maybe at the end of 1 second it may be only 4 meter per second, at the end of another 1 second maybe 2 meter per second, at the end of another 1 second maybe 0 meter per second. I mean to say it will come to rest at this place. What is the difference between these two? Here velocity is increasing and increasing, here velocity is decreasing and decreasing. Now this is the final velocity, which can be denoted by v, and this is initial velocity, which can be denoted by u, and the time taken to go from 6 meter per second to 0 meter per second is taken as t. If it is so, then the same formula, when we use a equal to v, in place of v it is 0 meter per second. Now in place of u it is minus 6 meter per second, minus is in formula, and time taken to go from this point to this point, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 3 second. Now this is equal to minus 6 meter per second and upon 3 second. Okay, now 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. Therefore acceleration is equal to minus 2 meter per second. This second is in denominator, this one also in denominator, that's why minus 2 meter per second square. This is negative acceleration, and negative acceleration is actually retardation. Acceleration may be positive, in this case it will be positive. Just for example, final velocity is 6 meter per second and initial is 0 meter per second, and time taken to go from 6 meter to 0 meter to 6 meter per second, 0 meter per second to 6 meter per second is 1, 2, 3 second, 3 second, and this is equal to 6 meter per second minus 0 meter per second means 6 meter per second, and divided by 3 second, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, and this is equal to 2 meter per second square. Value is same, but this is positive value, this is negative value. This is acceleration and this is positive acceleration. We'll say just the acceleration only. But when acceleration comes in negative value, the same is called retardation. It can also be defined like this. Instead of writing rate of change of velocity, we can say this: rate of decrease of velocity. Decrease of velocity is called retardation. Look at this: rate of change of velocity is acceleration, but rate of decrease of velocity, particular case of the acceleration, is retardation. Thus, somewhere may be written this as a definition, but somewhere may be written negative acceleration is called retardation, and I suggest you to write this definition for retardation. Okay, this much for today.